Boom. Here we go. A couple minutes late again, but man, I'm working on it. It's just meetings and emails and getting the work done. I'm here. Are you here? Are you really here? Like deeply, truly? Thank you for jumping on. Got a lot of y'all coming in here. Coming on quick. Sorry I was a couple minutes late. Hope everyone's doing okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I'll wait just like one more minute because it seems like everyone was like waiting on me because we're getting a lot of quick people in here, a lot of waves. I'm starting to recognize some of these names now that we've been doing this for a little while, like Pour Sauce with his yo. Okay. Okay. Oh yes, here's this person with the tricky name for me, long in Italian, Esra_Nessapugulari. Pugulari. Cool, okay, you know what? We got it going on, we got enough here. And then there's the people who like get a little demanding. Let's see some good. Show me. Tell me. Give it to me. Give more so I can take more. Okay. All right. I hope everyone's doing all right. I'm really busy. And I got a lot going on, and which is good. Anyhow, what can I tell you? I need everyone here to jump on my email list. If you go to my website, it's howardsherman.com. Click on contact and enter your email address and hit the black button, the subscribe button. I'd love for you to join the email list. That would be really great. There are lots of updates that go out in the emails that people on the email list see that you don't see on here, and links to just different stuff. And I update the website and try and make the magic happen over there. Anyhow, okay. Today I have a little exercise for you. Maybe you got a pen and paper handy. Something I gleaned from that Jerry Saltz book, How to Be an Artist. I think as much as I have mixed feelings about it, it's been a little useful. I'm somewhat paraphrasing, but I think it's a good exercise, and many of you aren't going to take the time to read the book, so I figured this might be something that might be useful for you. What I think you should do, okay, well, let me back up and say this is not an exercise for beginners. If you're like in the process of, you're just now learning how to draw, you're a beginner, and some of you on here are like that. Some of you are total pros and you've been around. I think it's a kind of a mixed bag between, beginning artists and professional working artists. And then dentists and hookers and drug dealers and firemen too, right? They're probably on here as well. Anyway, but having said that, this is not for beginners. But if you've been around for a while, I have an exercise for you. And I think it's a good thing to talk about this week because it bleeds back into, it's in tandem. It's kind of a pragmatic thing related to last week. I think it was last week or the week before. I talked about finding your visual language, finding your voice. And I think that this exercise would help you develop your voice. It'll help you develop your imagination. So this is pretty short and sweet. Grab a pen and paper, write it down. I always think it's a good idea to draw from life when you can, especially if you're a beginner. And I tell people a lot to draw what they see and not what they think they see. But in this case, you can use a photograph. You can also use a still life. You can set up a still life with a couple of with a few well-lit objects, or you can use a photograph. If you decide to set up a still life, pick a sphere, pick a cube, pick a rectangle, light them dramatically, get a full range of value, and draw exactly what you see, not what you think you see, with a charcoal on newsprint, okay? If you choose to use a pencil on paper or some other drawing implement, that's fine too. But I would say charcoal on newsprint. But anyway, if you want to use a photograph, you can. What you need to do is you need to recreate that photograph exactly how you see it. That's the first thing you would do. Recreate the photograph exactly how you'd see it. Okay? Then, when you're done, you're going to do a second drawing. The second drawing, you're going to do this. You're going to work from the same exact still life or photograph, and you're going to essentially lay down the foundation of the drawing by what you see, starting all over again. Essentially, you're going to do about half of the drawing from drawing exactly what you see in the still life or the photograph. And then you're going to turn away and you're going to finish the second half of the drawing from your imagination. Okay? So almost lay down the foundation, block in the drawing, block in the bones of the drawing, block in the foundation of the drawing, all the if you're doing a still life and you're measuring everything using organizational line, you can block it in like that, and then when you feel like you're about halfway done, you're going to put it away, put the photograph away, put the still life away, and finish up the drawing from imagination. That's your second drawing. Make sense? Are you with me so far? Then your third drawing, you're going to totally put the photograph away or dismantle the still life so it's no longer there. And you're going to create the drawing entirely from your memory. How about that? Third drawing, 3 drawings, okay? And what's going to happen in this process is a new vocabulary, or at least pieces of a new vocabulary, are going for your visual language are going to be developed. You will be using your imagination to evolve in a step-by-step sort of way. And this is how you start to notice, what you're interested in, what your visual language is. You'll start seeing little subtle nuances pop up that might be a new adjective or a new pronoun or a new adverb or new verb or new noun in your visual language, in your vocabulary. And this is how you're going to subtly and slowly evolve. It's not going to be some magic trick. It's going to be a subtle nuance, but you will notice it. And it might deviate you down a completely different path because you start to be able to notice, you start to be able to pay attention to something different going on. And I'm looking at a tree, and how appropriate as a metaphor for as a tree is. A new branch of your tree will start to grow, or at least you will pay attention to a new branch of your tree that you weren't paying attention to before, which will let you meander off in a new direction, which can be quite exciting. That's it. Boom. How long did that take? Under 5 minutes. Hopefully you got all those steps. Hopefully that'll help. We're going to probably finish quick today. I will now take some questions. And I know this will take a second, especially for some of y'all who are a little bit slow on the draw like me. No pun intended. Questions, comments, thoughts. Are you going to do these 3 drawings that I just talked about? Yes, no, maybe. We're still there's people still joining. You know the nature of this thing, huh? Any questions? Wow, that's it? No questions. Yeah, and as soon as I'm about to hang up, like boom, the questions come in. Okay. Esra Nesipolari. That felt good. What's the most important routine in your life today? I think he meant to say that has an impact in your art. The most important routine is having routines, and a lot of them. Rituals, routines, and habits are the most important part of my life today, which helps me, which helps with everything, including the art. So I don't pick one out specifically. I think it's important. I think it's important for people to exercise. That's important. Helps everything. Exercise regularly. Okay, Esra. Hopefully that helps. Okay. God, how lame will it be if that's just like the only question today? Okay, that might be it. That's it. I'll wait one more minute. Come up with something good, people. Give me a good one. Give me a good one. Let's get some deep ones here. Not something like, not pedestrian questions. You're better than that. Okay, I'll do this one. Giovanni underscore Lopez. What's your favorite paint and paintbrushes you use? Well, I mean, I use lots of different brands, but I think Nova Paint out of California is really good. I use bad paintbrushes, cheap paintbrushes. Sometimes I don't even use paintbrushes, so I'm not the guy to ask. I'm really hard on my materials and everything, so I generally don't use really great paintbrushes, but I'm really into Nova paint right now, and it's acrylic paint. Hope that helped. Okay, here we go. We're getting on a materials kick here. R. Dobrowski, how important do you think materials on in perceived value of work? I think what you meant to say is how important do you think materials are in perceived value of work? Okay, I don't know how important materials are in perceived value of work, but I can only tell you, if you're a professional and you're selling your work for a lot of money, you want to use good materials and have things done in a professional manner. If you're just fucking around, R. Dubowski, do whatever you want. Go get some toothpaste and Diet Coke and go to town. Giovanni Lopez, cool, thank you. I like Golden. Golden's good. Liquitex is good. Nova's good if you're using acrylic paints. I don't use that much oil paint these days. There's several brands that I've heard great things about. Williamsburg, some French brand that I get these oil. Hold on, I got an oil bar here somewhere that's. What is this? R and F oil sticks, a high pigment count. Don't use them that much. They take forever to dry. It makes me crazy, but they're really good. Okay. Is that it? That might be it. I'm going to sign off, y'all, if I don't get some really good questions. In fact, this is a little disappointing. Usually someone delivers the goods. Hey, Virginia Palermo Art, don't be pushy. You push, I push back, okay? I'll do what I want. Okay, here's an interesting question. Aginiska _ Litwinovich. God, I apologize if I slaughtered your name there. Hi, what do you suggest to do first after 15 years absence of painting? I started a week ago and it's a big challenge. Get out your sketchbook and start drawing. Just draw. Draw quickly. Make lots of drawings. I think that'll help sort of shake the rust off and warm things up again. Okay, another one from Yohani _Lopez. Your art is very gestural and I love that. Do you feel like you battle your art when creating? Sometimes I do. Sometimes it comes, even when it looks like it's a battle, sometimes it comes in a very fluid way, almost as if I am a conduit refracting light. So it's not the same every time. You have a Hani _Lopez. Okay. There's business question. Okay. R. Dubowski, thoughts on selling directly to collectors versus through a gallery. Why is it one versus the other, R. Dubowski? Can you do both? Maybe you don't want to do both. That's okay too. You know, you have to kind of make those sort of decisions and ask yourself why before you move forward in the process. Depends on what you want to do and what your intention is. Anything else other than demands? There's a lot of demands here from people. Show me. Everyone, don't get me started. Okay. I would like to know, I asked this before, I'd like to know if you think these are helpful. Send me an email. I've gotten emails in the past. People have been like commenting that these videos are helpful to them. I sometimes wonder if they are or not. Anyway, let me know what you think. I hope you go look at the ones that I've posted. They're on my website. If you go to howardsherman.com and go to live from the studio, you will see all of these videos. I've posted them there in case you missed one. I think there's some helpful information on there for you, which is why I've been doing them. To sort of help y'all. And I think there's different topics there that are useful, and I think you could learn a lot from watching them. And there's updates there about what I'm doing and what I've got going on. And I email people about that. So get on my email list and you can find out more about that stuff. And okay, I think we're going to call it a day. All right. I will talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.